Hi and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met yet, I'm Anamika. So last month I turned 40 and I found myself reflecting back on everything the past decade has taught me, how much I've grown as a person, and feeling grateful for all the lessons I learned along the way, even the hard ones. And I thought, what better way to step into this new chapter than to share some of that with you. So here are 5 of the biggest lessons I learned in my 30s. Lesson number 1. There's no timeline you have to follow. This was probably one of the biggest lessons for me, and one I wish someone had told me sooner. For the longest time, I felt behind in life because I didn't have all the things we were told that we're meant to have by a certain age, like the career, marriage, house, and kids. So when life didn't turn out like that, I started wondering what I was doing wrong. But then I realized this timeline isn't a universal law, it's just a construct. One that society created and handed to us, and we accepted it without ever really questioning it. But the truth is, life doesn't have a set timeline, and neither does success. Also, it's important to define what success means to you, because success will look different for everyone, and there's really no right or wrong version of it. Not everyone will get what they want when they want it, and some people won't even want what everyone else is chasing, and that's completely okay. So if something hasn't happened by the age you expected it to, or say you're wanting something different to what you've been told you should have, just remember the universe has a way of guiding us to the right people, the right places and opportunities at the right time. And all the setbacks, the detours and the delays doesn't mean that you're falling behind. Instead, those are the things that'll help you grow and help you build a life that truly feels meaningful to you. Lesson number 2, protect your peace. I was always a people pleaser, so I'd say yes to things even if I didn't really want to. I would stay in environments that felt draining, and I was constantly putting other people's needs before my own. But what I eventually realized was keeping the peace with everyone else can affect your own inner peace. And when you ignore yourself for too long, you can start to feel emotionally exhausted, anxious, resentful, and really disconnected from your true self. You've probably noticed there are some people who don't seem to carry the weight of everyone else's expectations. Like, people don't always expect them to say yes or be available, and a lot of that comes down to one thing, which is boundaries. It's because these people have been clear about their limits early on, so other people around them have learned to respect that. And that doesn't mean becoming cold or unavailable. It simply means knowing how much you can give without neglecting your own needs in the process. Because when we don't have boundaries, our kindness and our time often get taken for granted. So one of the most important things I had to learn in my 30s was how to say no, how to set boundaries, and how to stop feeling guilty for protecting my own energy. And as I did this, I noticed that people started respecting me and my time more. And protecting your peace and energy isn't selfish, it's actually necessary for your mental and emotional well-being. Lesson number 3, healing isn't linear. There were times in my 30s where I thought, okay, I've worked through this, I've healed from it, I can move on now. And then something would happen, like someone would say something or a situation would come up that would trigger me, and I'd be like, wait, why is this coming back up again? But over time, I realized that healing doesn't happen all at once, it happens in layers. And a lot of what we struggle with as adults actually comes from our childhood. The environments we grew up in, the things we went through, and the beliefs that we picked up along the way, a lot of that stuff becomes a part of us without us even realizing it. And sometimes we don't become aware of these things until life puts us in a situation that brings those wounds and patterns to the surface. I'm not sure if any of us ever reach a point where we are completely healed, because life will continue to bring new situations, new experiences, and new lessons that we need to learn from. So if you find yourself triggered by something you thought you had already worked on, please don't be hard on yourself, because the goal isn't to become fully healed. It's more about getting to know yourself better, being kinder to yourself, and becoming more aware of the choices that you make and how you move through life. Lesson number 4, stay true to yourself. One of the most important things I learned was figuring out who I really was underneath all the conditioning, the expectations, and the pressure from the world around me. I had to ask myself, what actually makes me happy? What do I genuinely enjoy? And what kind of life feels aligned for me? Because we live in a world where it's so easy to get caught up in what everyone else is doing. Like trends, expectations, status, and success. It's so easy to follow these paths, even if they don't feel true to you. Like sometimes we chase certain careers or lifestyles because they look successful from the outside. And sometimes we become versions of ourselves that feel acceptable to others while slowly losing touch with who we really are. But the older I've gotten, the more I've realised how important authenticity really is. Not everyone is meant to want the same things or live the same life. And not everyone is going to feel fulfilled by the same version of success as someone else. I think one of the most freeing things in life is just fully being who you are without needing validation or approval from other people. Because the people who are truly meant for you will love and accept the real and true version of you. Lesson number 5, take care of yourself. I think this lesson ties into everything else that I've talked about in this video. Because at the end of the day, the relationship that you have with yourself is the one relationship that will stay with you your entire life. People will come and go, relationships will change, different chapters will begin and end, but you are the one person that will be with yourself through all of it. And I think that's why learning how to truly take care of yourself is so important. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually too. For me, taking care of myself has looked like doing a lot of self-development work, mindset work, self-care practices like journaling and meditating, setting boundaries, learning more about holistic health and wellness, and really learning how to trust and follow my intuition more. So take care of yourself in the same way that you care for the people that you love, because your health, your peace, and your well-being matter just as much. So those are the top 5 lessons I learned throughout my 30s. And if this video resonated with you, I'd love for you to share in the comments which lesson you needed to hear the most today. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.